I'm at home and I have a
You're at home.
busy a bit for today. I'm a busy,
Oh,
a bit
okay.
for today. Yeah,
You are a little bit busy. Uh-huh. May I ask, Mr. Ming, what do you do?
yeah. I'm a student at university.
Oh, so you are a university student. Okay. So nice to meet you, Mr. Ming. And are you ready for our today's class?
Yeah, I'm ready. We can start. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so our lesson for today is a TOEIC class. So are you familiar with a TOEIC class, Mr. Ming?
Yeah. I'm familiar for this class. Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Ah,
Yeah.
you're familiar with the TOEIC class. That's nice. Okay, so how about the format of a TOEIC class? Do you know what makes up a TOEIC class? Do you know the parts?
Yeah. Yes, I know it.
Okay, that's very nice. All right. So let's get started with our lesson or topic for today. Okay, so just like what I said a while ago, our topic is a TOEIC class. Okay, let me just share my screen with you. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So our topic for today's class is what type of news is most interesting to you? So there are two parts of our TOEIC class. The first part is reading out loud, and the second one is answering some questions. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But before we start, let us be familiar first with the vocabulary words. It's on the right side. Okay. So I believe that there are 10, okay, 10 vocabulary words. Some are phrases and some are words. Okay. So is it okay, Ming, if you read them aloud from 1 to 10?
Okay. It's okay.
Let's start. Number one.
Okay. Number one is be in the mood for something.
Mm-hmm. Number two.
Open for business.
Great. Number three.
Keep someone posted.
Number four.
Waterfront.
And number five.
Article.
Okay, so we're halfway. Number six is there you go.
Yeah.
Six.
Complex.
Complex.
Yeah.
Could you say it again?
Complex.
Complex. Yeah, very good. Next, number seven.
Fascinating.
Great. Number eight.
Across. Across the globe.
Okay, number nine.
Within.
Within. Within.
Yeah. Within.
Great. And lastly, number 10.
Generally.
Generally. One more time, please.
Generally.
Yes, okay. So do you have any questions or clarifications, Ming, on our vocabulary?
I don't have any question.
Okay, no questions. All right. And you can use them, any of these words or phrases, as you answer some questions or as we go through our lesson for today. So for the first part, okay, you are going to read out loud. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I will be giving you 45 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to read this short paragraph. Okay. So I will
Okay.
set the time on 45 seconds. So you can practice silently if you want to. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so just in time. So let me hear it. You may start now.
Okay. If you're ever in the mood for tasty Italian food, then you should head out to Maria's, the new restaurant down on the waterfront. Having only opened for business last month, you have quickly established ourselves as one of the most popular family restaurants in the area, with our amazing range of delicious dishes, uh, wonderful atmosphere, and surprisingly affordable price. You'll never want to eat anywhere else. You also have a special children's meal which your little ones will just love. Call us at 3549082 to make a reservation. Thank you.
Thank you so much for reading it. All right. So I have noted, okay, some words that you have mispronounced. Of course, in reading a passage or in reading a paragraph, it's important that we pronounce the words correctly. Okay. So could you please repeat the following words, Ming? Okay. The first one is should.
Should
Yeah. Very good. Next is range. Range.
range,
Perfect. Next is atmosphere. Atmosphere.
atmosphere,
Very good. Next is call us. Call us.
yeah, cause,
That's great. And lastly is reservation. Reservation.
yeah, reservation.
Yes. Okay. So I hope you will take note of those words so that next time when you read a certain passage or anything, then you will remember how to pronounce them correctly. Okay.
Yeah, okay,
All right, so now we are going to proceed to the next part of our class, which is answering some questions. And when you answer these questions, you are only given a limited time. So you're only given 15 seconds to answer the question. Okay?
okay.
So here is the question, Meng. Where do you usually get the news and how often do you check this news source? So I will give you 15 seconds to give me your answer. You may start now.
Okay. Um, I usually get new. I usually get news from YouTube and website such as uh, BTV 24 and CafeF.vn, and I often check this news source at least 2 times a day. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. However, it took 25 seconds. You have exceeded 10 seconds. All right, it's a good thing. It's only a practice, but next time you have to be mindful of the time. Okay, Mr. Meng?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And with your answer, okay, that's very good. You told me or you shared with me the websites where you get the news or you watch the news. So I heard you answered YouTube and other websites like VTV. Is that right?
VTV 24.
VTV 24. Okay. And then you check the news twice in a day or two times, 2 to 3 times in a day. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So as you can see on our lesson outline, the words linking words. Okay. So you can use these words like in addition, besides, or also when you're adding information to what you are previously saying. Okay. So
Okay.
for example, Mr. Ming, I get the news from YouTube and other websites. Also, I watch the news from VTV 24, something like that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's very good. All right. So now it's time for uh, the next question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so here is the next question. What type of news is most interesting to you and why? What type of news is most interesting to you and why? All right, so you have to specify the kind of news that you are interested about. So I will give you 15 seconds to answer. And of course, you can take a look at our lesson outline um, for some guidelines, okay, or sample answers.
Yeah,
Ready?
yeah, ready. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay. I'm interested in business news because I love business. I want to become a businessman in the future. So I often um read the news and watch news about business.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you very much. So the type of news that you're interested is business or business news, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm. Because you want to become a businessman someday. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah, okay. So what kind of business are you interested in? Is it like e-commerce? Is it like delivery service? Have you decided on what type of business? Ming?
Uh, I want to become mm, distributor.
Oh, okay. You wanted to be a distributor, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I see. That's great. Okay. That's very good. And well, good work because you made use of some suggested phrases here, like I'm interested in. Okay, that's very great. Okay, Ming, awesome, awesome work. All right. So moving forward, let us now proceed to our next question. Okay, so this question, okay, you will be given a longer time to answer. Okay, so you will be given 30 seconds so you can add more details or give more descriptions because the time is doubled. So 30 seconds. Okay, so are you ready for the question, Ming?
I'm ready for this question.
Okay, so here's the question. What is the most impressive news story that you have seen or heard recently? What is the most impressive news story that you have seen or heard recently? So you have to describe this news story. Okay?
Okay.
And again, let me just remind you that 30 seconds is given for you to answer this question. All right?
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm, the recently I was very impressed uh, for the business news. Uh, I remembered I have watched a video news about financial freedom at the BTV 24. Uh, and then I knew financial freedom is the state of having enough money to pay for daily life, such as um, entertainment, personal interest, yeah, and etc.
All right. That's it.
So, uh, so making financial the diseases is not governed by money. Yeah, and to achieve financial freedom, just reg- regular income is not enough. I think you need to have other the sources of passive income as well.
Mm-hmm.
Example, you can invest for market stock or work overtime. Yeah.
Okay, so that's awesome. Thank you for your insightful answers. Okay, since you gave a lot of information, it took a minute and 20 seconds. All right, so it's really long. So your answer is not wrong. Okay, it's just that you have to make it concise. Okay, so try to make it brief, but everything that you want to say is already there, meaning it's complete. Okay,
Okay.
thank you so much. All right, so you said that you have watched this news story about financial freedom. Is that correct?
Okay.
Yeah,
That's correct. Yeah.
financial freedom. Okay. And you mentioned about the stock market. You mentioned about working overtime. Is that correct?
Yeah. Correct.
And you also mentioned the time when you have watched it. So you said that recently. So it's not so long ago. You have watched it not so long ago. Okay. Well, I think that is a very interesting news story because nowadays a lot of people are in debt, meaning they or we uh, are encouraged to borrow money from people or organization, and we can buy things or we can get things without paying for them like in full price or in cash, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
That is right. Okay, so yeah, do you got interested with the topic, Tom, Ming, because you wanted to have financial freedom. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I want
Okay.
to financial freedom at
Mm.
30 years old.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. So right now, how old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 22 years old.
22. Okay. So still very young.
Yeah, thank you so
So
much.
there's still a lot of things that you can experience and you can learn. So right now, you're still studying, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And when will you graduate?
I will graduate at the 20 and 23.
2023. So that's next year.
Yeah,
Wow.
next year.
Congratulations in advance. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ming. So going back to our topic. So you have shared your answer properly. However, it's just long. Okay. So you have to be mindful of the time. Okay. So just choose the important information, the relevant information, and then try to, summarize it or shorten it so that 30 seconds will be enough. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Now we will move on, um, Mr. Ming, on our feedback. All right. So, as for our feedback, let me start with the pronunciation. Okay. So, in terms of pronunciation, your the way you pronounce words, okay, is okay. However, there are some sounds that you're having difficulty with. So, let's say, for example, the sound of L, right? L. Let's say
Yeah,
for
L.
example, call us. Can you try it? Call us.
Yeah, cohorts.
Yeah, very good. Generally.
Yeah, generally.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great work. And then the sound of S and T. Let's say for example, reservation. Reservation.
Reservation.
Another atmosphere. Atmosphere.
Yeah. Atmosphere.
Yes, so that is correct. Okay. So you have to work on those sounds, Mr. Ming, and you're good. You're good to go. Okay. Now let's move on to the lexical source, okay, or the vocabulary. So far, you can express yourself pretty well. Your answers or your responses, I could understand them. You're not using difficult words. You're using words that we are all familiar with, which is really good. But if you can learn more, memorize some more words, so that it will be a lot easier for you to express yourself, then that would be a lot better. Okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, and then grammar. All right. What can you say about the English grammar, Mr. Ming? Do you think it's easy to learn? Is it confusing?
I think it's very difficult to learn,
It's very
but I
confusing.
think I can do it. I
Yes,
can do it because
definitely.
I try it more and more every day.
Yes, of course, you can do that. Okay, by constant practice, then you can definitely uh be fluent, okay, or be familiar with the structure, okay, in English grammar, especially the verb tenses, right? The present, the past, and the future, because those three were are the basic tenses, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So just be mindful of the tenses. So when it's already finished, then you have to use the past tense of the verb. And if it's something that you do on a regular basis, then you can use the present tense. And if something has not taken place yet, or it will happen sometime in the future, or it will happen soon, then you can use the future tense, the progressive tense. You can use will or is or are going to. Okay. And the last part would be mm, the fluency and cohesion. Okay. So far so good, Mr. Ming. But I think I would like to give you an advice when you are making your sentences, then you have to use this transition signals, okay, or transition words. Are you familiar, Mr. Ming?
Uh, I'm not familiar with it.
Okay. So transition signals are words or phrases that are used to connect your ideas. Okay. So if,
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah. Got it.
example, this one, okay, let's go back in here. This, okay. Linking words. So these are transition signals. When you want to add more information, then you can say in addition, besides, also, moreover, further, or furthermore. However, if you want to you want to make a contrast, then you can use however, on the other hand, something like that. So transition signals serve as our bridges. You're familiar with the bridge, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So a bridge connects, okay, one place to another. So just like that's how transition signals or transition words are used. Okay, we connect one idea to another idea. Okay, so you just have to search on that and learn about that, and you will be really, really great in terms of your sentence construction. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you
All
so
right.
much
So
for your help.
yeah, yes, no problem. It's my honor to help you. All right. So, Ming, we are done with our TOEIC class. So, do you have any questions or clarifications?
I don't have any questions so far. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
I wanted to know your feedback. What can you say about this topic? Is it easy? Is it average? Is it difficult? How would you rate this topic?
I think this topic is also easy to speak. Yeah, I can do
Oh,
it. But to speak fluently, I think I have more time and try
mm,
to more and more to speak it fluently.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. So in a real test, in a real exam, Min, our time is the biggest enemy. Or
yeah,
time is of the essence. Okay. So you have to be mindful. You have to ask yourself, how can I answer quickly but completely? All right. So that's the challenge that you have to overcome. How can I answer in a short time but in a complete way? All right. So that's why you have to you need um good vocabulary bank so that whatever words that you need, you can use it. All right.
yeah. That's right.
So yes, I guess that this topic is not so difficult for you. You have answered all of the questions. I think you can extra information, more details. So I think you can do more difficult questions in the future.
Yeah, thank you
All
so much.
right. Yeah. So thank you so much for your time and effort, Mr. Ming. So after this class, do you have anything else to do? Do you have any other plans for later? Do you have plans for later?
I will continue uh, improve my English and
Mm.
study a lot of things about business to uh, become become my wish businessman.
Oh, you will study hard, so you will eventually become the person that you dream to be, right?
Yeah, right.
Wow, you are very hardworking. All right. And next year, I'm very happy to congratulate you on your graduation. So, congratulations in advance. And I hope that all of your dreams and hopes and goals, okay, will be achieved.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Ming. And yeah, nice meeting you. And I hope we can meet again next time. So, bye for now.
Yeah, okay. Bye bye.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
great work. Thank you, Mr. Ming. Have a good day.
Have a good day too.
Yeah,